of America. Our culture's in the Bible. We're the 12 tribes of Israel. We shouldn't be doing what they're doing. You shouldn't be joining ICE. Our people are out here joining ICE because we envy the oppressor. We want power like him. We want a house like him. We want to have a house. We want to be successful. The hell with all that, man. The hell with all that. God said he's going to destroy America. That's what God said.
That's right.
So why the hell do we want to be like them and be successful and rich on this earth?
Right.
We don't need that. God is going to end America. We need to do what? Come together.
Right.
And we don't do that by trying to be like the enemy. Read.
Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
And what?
And choose none of his ways.
And choose none of his ways. You see, we've been brainwashed to follow American culture. That's the culture of the wicked.
Right.
That's not the culture of the righteous. Thanksgiving is coming up. Halloween is coming up. That culture does not go back to God.
Right.
That culture goes back to sinful men.
That's
wicked
right.
men. And guess what? Now their descendants who are walking among you now, they're going to celebrate Thanksgiving. So you telling me you're going to do that too? You're going to celebrate with them after what they did to your forefathers? Nah, man, let's have some integrity. Let's be men. Let's be upright. Let's be righteous.
Right.
Because if we celebrate their holidays, we're following their ways.
Right.
We're following the ways of the oppressor. And therefore we are wicked also.
That's
And we
right.
gotta wake up. We gotta take responsibility of where we stand on this earth.
Right.
We gotta be a righteous people on this earth.
Right.
That's how we're really gonna fix what's going on. You understand that? You know, if they want to shut down the Wix and the food stamps, the hell with all that. We need to serve the Most High God.
Right.
You know why we don't have faith? Because we don't read the Bible.
Right.
The church don't teach you the things that God did for us in the Bible. If we knew the truth about the Bible, man, we would be unstoppable.
That's right.
We would have so much faith in the Lord, nothing would be able to stop us, man, because we would know the spiritual realm. They don't teach us the spiritual realm in this earth. They teach you carnality.
Right.
They don't teach you about what God did and the things that God can do and the things that can happen when you serve the Most High God. They don't want you to know that. They want you to believe in what? In their system. They want you to go to work, come home, waste your money, buy stuff you don't need, and then you die at 78 when you retire. Meanwhile, they're rich. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is using your tax dollars. Donald Trump is using your money to build a ballroom at the White House.
Right. Right.
Worth $300 million.
That's right.
And guess who else pays their taxes? The same people that Donald Trump is telling you are terrorists. The same people that Donald Trump is telling you are thieves.
Right.
Who he calls migrants. You know Hispanics who are here, you know they pay taxes, right?
Right.
Just because they don't got papers, they're paying their taxes. They're making America billions.
Right.
And Donald Trump is using that money to build a ballroom at the White House.
That's right.
To do what? Not anything essential. To drink champagne and to talk about politics and this and that. Who in the hell needs a ballroom in the White House? Is that going to feed your kids?
Right.
Is that going to make sure your kids are fed?
Right.
Then why the hell is he wasting millions on a ballroom when the yearly cost of WIC is $7 billion? The yearly cost of food stamps is what? $30 billion. So why is Donald Trump spending $300 million on the room that won't help us when that's not the priority? The priority is making sure the people who voted for him are fed. Making sure the people who pay tax to the government are fed and taken care of. But that's what happens when you want to be like the oppressor. That's what happens when you envy the oppressor. Donald Trump lied to you, said, yeah, I'm going to take care of y'all, I'm going to do this and that. He's not taking care of you. If he was taking care of you, why are you worried about what you're going to eat in November? You understand? You got a question, brother?
I've been looking for you guys. I've seen you guys on the internet. I love what you guys do. You guys are
Okay. What's your nationality?
I'm Hispanic, Mexican.
You're Hispanic, Mexican. What about you?
Puerto Rican.
What's your dad?
Puerto Rican.
He's from Puerto Rico? Okay, then both of y'all are Israelites.
Oh, okay.
Both of y'all are the real Jews in the Bible. You understand? And what y'all need to do is come back to the rules of your father. Y'all got fathers?
Yes.
You got a father? Okay, well you got a father, right? You love your father.
Yes.
If he tells you to do something because he's more experienced than you, are you gonna do it?
Every time.
Every time, right? Well, guess what? You have a father in heaven, and you're his child on earth. And there's rules in the Bible that your father wants you to follow because he knows better than you. He knows better than me. And when you don't follow those rules, you know what that means? It means you're not obeying your father. And what happens when you don't listen to your father? Punishment. What else happens? Your father's experienced in life. He's lived longer than you. So when he's telling you something, it's because he knows it's what's best. If a father tells you, hey son, don't stick your rod in any woman, you don't end up in child support. Make sure when you choose a woman, you talk to her and get to know her to make sure y'all are going to stay together. That's wisdom. That's going to save you from what? A lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. It's the same thing when you're a father in heaven. So what are you going to do to make sure you serve your God, to make sure you obey your father? You say you've been looking at us and searching about us, right?
Well, I mean, I'm searching. We've been seeing you guys online, and I love like what you support. I love your message.
Do you know why you're here?
Well, I wanted to learn about it.
It's not a coincidence. Your father brought you here. You understand? We could not have been here today. You could have missed the bus. Exactly. And this is the first time I talk to you. That's because God wants you to return to him. That's what God wants. Now it's up to you to take up that. It's you to take up that calling. All we can do is tell you. But guess what the end's going to be if you don't? Death. That's going to be the end. You understand? You need to hearken to what we're telling you because we're telling you what God said. You understand? Anything you want to say? All right, let's get back to any other questions y'all got?
No, I don't. Thank you.
All right, no problem, brother. Hey, brother, go ahead and let me get Proverbs 3 and 30. You understand? We out here joining the oppressor, joining ICE, and guess you still haven't gotten paid. You still haven't gotten that 50K. They gave you an impossible quota telling you we're gonna give you 50K if you arrest so and so migrants. They still haven't got paid. That's why they're in the streets desperate, arresting citizens, arresting those who just want to live life and who pay their taxes. That's what happens when you trust the devil. That's what happens when you trust Trump, when you trust America. After all these years, we should be able to see that following them is not what's best for us. Right. It's not going to help us prosper. Right. You know what's going to help us prosper? Obeying our Father.
That's right.
Having faith in our Father. Believing what our God is telling us in the Bible. Read.
The book of Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 30. Strive not with a man without cause.
What?
Strive not with a man without cause.
And that's what the wicked does. They strive with a man without cause. Why are they rounding up our people into these ICE detention centers? It's not for any good reason. It's without cause. They tell you supposedly because we don't want them here. Oh, you don't want them here, but you're going to use all that tax money that they paid in taxes to build a ballroom. You're going to use all that tax money to what? To get you Medi-Cal. To make sure your teeth get fixed. To make sure you have food stamps. So we got a reason to be here. You understand? But Donald Trump is evil. America is wicked. And they start something without cause. Read.
Strive not with a man without cause, if he have done thee no harm.
And he had done he no harm. What have we done? What have we done to be treated the way we are? What have black people done? What have Hispanics and Native Indians done to be treated how we're treated? Didn't we fight in the wars of the U.S.? Didn't we fight in their wars? Like I said, don't we pay taxes even though we don't have what you call papers? So we don't got papers, but you don't got a problem with us with helping us make you rich. You don't got a problem with us with helping us to pay taxes to make you rich. But a paper means you can't be here. What have we done but built America? And that's what the wicked does. You understand? Let me get the next verse. Verse 33. That's what the wicked does. And that's America. And the Lord sees it. The Lord knows what's going on. He knows this is the place of the wicked. Read.